Everybody thinks the real estate market is dead, but when you look at the numbers right here in Round Rock, they tell a completely different story. Let's take a look at what's actually happening. The complete June numbers just came out, and that's 120 homes that were sold in Round Rock in the month of June. That's up 29% year over year, meaning 29% more than June of last year. The median price in Round Rock is $387,000 right now. That's 10% lower than a year ago. Buyers need to actually hear that. That's a meaningful price drop in the course of the last year. And of course, if you're a seller, you need to take that into consideration when you're selling. I'm going to say buying at these lower prices beats waiting for the rates to drop, which is what everyone keeps talking about, all day long. And I did a video where I broke down the numbers showing that, what the difference is between the lower price, the higher price, the lower interest rate, the higher interest rate. You should check it out. I'll post it right above here. There's also 386 active listings right now. That's a 6.3% increase. So what that tells you, if you're a buyer, you have more choices and more negotiating power than you have in the past. Look, and these kind of choices are not going to last forever. If you look at the history of the real estate market, it's a little bit of a roller coaster, right? Rates up, prices up, rates down. It goes up and down over the years and decades. This will not last, which means if you're a buyer, and I'm not trying to sell you, but this is a good time to get off the bench. And obviously buyers who are taking full advantage of it. Hey, real quick, before I go, if you like this kind of content, if you want to know about real estate in Round Rock and Central Texas and living in Round Rock and Central Texas, do me a favor. Click that subscribe button down below. Ring that bell. I do regular videos on all things Round Rock and Central Texas, from real estate to living. And I'd love it if you follow. It would mean the world. So, all right, anyway, let's get back to talking about the actual market. So those active listings, 386 active listings, average market time right now is 4.2 months. A little more buyer favored. Not a full-on, but a little more buyer favored because a little more time going on the market. All right, so what does all this tell us? Let's do a quick recap, right? So we know in June, 120 homes sold, which means not a dead market. The buyers are out there getting it done. We also know in part of that they're buying houses that on average are 10% lower in price, right? Median home price in Round Rock, $387,000. We also know that there's 386 homes in the market and the average home sits for 4.2 months, meaning if you're a buyer, you've got choices and you've got some negotiating power. Now flip that real quick. If you're a seller, it means it's so important that you price your home correctly, that you have an agent like myself who's done the homework, who can tell you what your house will sell for. Now, obviously can't guarantee it, but can definitely tell you what the comps say, what the market's doing, and educate you. Look, right now is a favorable time for buyers. It is. I mean, there's no doubt about it. If you're a buyer, it's a favorable time. And even though you're going to be paying interest rates in the sixes, you still win out in the long run. Feel free to reach out to me and let's have a conversation. I will walk you through it. I will walk you through your situation and see if it's a good time for you to actually be a buyer or a seller if you need to sell. So my job is to give you the truth so you can make the best decision for you and your family, and then guide you through that process as we go along. My name is Jeff Miller. I'm with Greater Than Austin Real Estate. Until next time, y'all take care.